I do this while I'm opening some chips because they're not chips, they're mochi bites. Fried mochi, like a cracker. Oishi. Hi everybody. It's your boy, Spencer, aka North and Way. Everybody's favorite redmage. Today is episode 487. Yo. $0 free-to-play experience here on Magic the Gathering Arena. Today is January 20th, 2023. Guys, it's going to be a short stream. I apologize. It is. Okay, it is. I'm going to Tokyo in about an hour. And I can't miss that train. I cannot miss that train. And I'm going to be in Tokyo for the weekend as well. So, gonna miss you guys. Here we are. Love you all. Okay, I just finished my podcast on Arms Race. Check that out, guys. Here it is on the redmage. And if you want to see any other VODs, because I know it's a short stream today. I know it's a short one. But yeah, what's up, Lone Wolf? What's going on with you? He said first. Very much so. Yes, yes, yes. How are you? You can always check me out there on the YouTube if you miss me that much. Or, even better, check me out on the socials. I've been making YouTube videos every day. How you doing today, my friend? You want honesty, truth? What's the honesty, truth? You can tell me. You can tell me. I'm all here for you. I'm all about it. Let's see. What's in store? You went from Platinum 1 to Platinum 4 in less than 2 hours? What you been playing? That's backwards. Why did you go backwards, my friend? They really brought Luca back? The Luca sleeve is pretty tight. I'm tempted. The wolf is kind of nice. What's your list? Send me your list. DM it to me. DM it to me, alright? DM it to me. I'm playing discard, L's, mono black, burn, everything. What's the one? So if you're really gonna be budgeting it up, okay? If you're gonna play budget, really try to save that money, I get it. You gotta pick one deck, my friend. You gotta pick one. Right? So I know I've been playing red, but when I was originally climbing the ladder, it was red-green. And it was red-green horrible cards. Like, in my description, you're gonna see like my mythics, and just watch the first video. Like, you're gonna see me look at the deck. Yeah, thank you. You're gonna see me like create a green and red deck out of absolutely trash. Like, I had no good cards. I had a bunch of just free to play rares. But my number one recommendation is pick a deck. Pick one that you have the most fun with, the one that has the most tricks that you know, the one you have the most deck time, play time. Like, what's the one that gives you the greatest amount of success? Like, I know one might be better than the other, but you gotta play the one that like gives you the most harmony. Because the ladder is a grind, right? The ladder is a grind. So it's like, if you're gonna play something you don't like, you're more likely gonna quit. You're more likely gonna be like, I don't want to do this. Versus like, if you lose playing a deck you like, you feel, sometimes you may feel that, you're like, I can get better hand. I can get better hand. Just run it back, right? Just my recommendation. You don't want to listen to me, but this is how I did it. This is exactly how I did it, and this is exactly how I continue to do it. I'll think about it. But thanks for sharing, man. I was at Diamond 1 the other day. I was at Diamond 1 and I fell to Diamond 2 or 3 or whatever. So I'm pretty upset as well. Like, no doubt about it. Thank you. Oh, you sent on the other Instagram. Okay, I got you. Let me look at this again real quick. Don't thought tease me. Or thought tease me. Did not expect that from me. So you want to play black, huh? Damn, you got children? How the hell? How are you having a hard time? My man, you got children. Bro, I don't even have children. I think I bought a children on accident. And I was so mad because I was like, what? Because I had it clicked. You ever do that? You ever like have something clicked and you're like, oh shit, man. That was me. I was pretty upset about it. This card seems super good. What did we learn? You kill the creatures. Oh, gross. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Oh, another one. No, I can take a beating here, it's fine. We just take that damage. Who just blocks everybody? Ugh. 1 mana too late. Is it okay if I put your deck on the internet? I was gonna open it up. If I turn my L's, 1 board wipe is done for. No, I feel you. No problem. All right. Just asking. Because I'm gonna I'm pulling it up, so. Sometimes some people have super secret decks. You know, I want to respect your stuff, man. I know Magic players. Well, hey man, this is my super secret tech, bro. Right, bro. All right. Command packs. This guy's serious. Give me some good ones. That's a good. Woo! Permanent control gain hexproof. Indestructible. Let's try another card. I can live with that. At least I ripped a kill spell, making that possible. Flip me some good ones. Woo! Sure. Double blockages. Okay. So you take a triple here. That's fine. And then I just win the game. Yeah, so then super effects magic, so you can see it based off of the yeah, you know. What's up, Grape? What's up, fam? Big Grape in the house. What's up, brother? I'm streaming a little earlier today. I'm going to Tokyo in about an hour ish. My you know, I'm borrowing my friend's keys, and they're letting me stay at their place, but they're coming back tonight, so they want me to be there at their house by the time I get, you know, I'm not gonna have them outside of their house, and I'm like, hey, I got your keys, I'm on the way, right? That's messed up. How have I been doing, bro? I've been trying to live the dream, man. I've been trying to figure things out. I've been trying to enjoy what I have while I have it. I've been trying to be very humble, very you know, patient, you know, paying attention to the signs, listening to people, you know, just being very kind. You know, life is tough, right? There's some moments where, you know, it's just not very fair or nice, right? So, you know, we kind of need, you know, help. And I've been trying my best to really keep my head up. You know, some tough times. Yeah, man. I re-upped my YouTube channel. Check it out. Right? My is it this one? Yeah, is this my other YouTube channel? Yeah. So I started making new YouTube videos of recent. So if that's something that might interest you, you can check out exactly what your boy's been doing. Yep. Ooh, and double mulligan into a tap land. My man. Let's get it. Oh, thank you very much, Great. I appreciate that, brother, man. That's too nice for you. That's too nice of you, brother. It's too nice. He can't pull off a collective company now. It's like block the ringleader. Thank you very much, man. Yeah, I re-upped my YouTube channel now. I'm making videos like on a daily, brother. Like, if it's something you're into. Got all this stuff. Ooh, with the potato punch in the pocket, bro. Allosaurus. What are the chances that it's exactly what it is? He has a collective in the pocket, right? Because good Magic players have collective company. I don't want to surprise you. That's right. How is the girl? How is the girl? I remember you were. That's right. You remember the last thing you popped in was to say that. Collective company? He has collective company. He can't cast it. I told you. I called it. He's going to try to cast it right now. And then he's like, oh, I can't. Yup. Man, I'm great at this game, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all have no idea. Let's go. Make that a 4/4. He's like, oh, shite. She's great. She misses you. I missed you too, Brent. I missed you too. And I'm sure y'all had a lovely time. Y'all do anything special? Happy New Year to her. Happy New Year. I know, yeah, you know. Same vibe, brother. I have two mods on Twitch, and I have an automatic mod. Why? What's up? You cannot cast that. Oh, he cast it for fun. He casted it because he casted it because I was. Remember, I said that in the beginning. I was like, I'm gonna play this. He can't play this now, right? And I was like, I know. He has it. Yeah, I have two. I have two moderators, 2.5, but one the half is a bot. So my other moderators, I used to have a jumping amount of moderators, but a lot of those guys stopped playing video games in general. That's not ominous. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah. We'll keep in touch. All right, I have your info. All right, that would be really nice. You know, I need people to help regulate. I have a lot of I don't know if you've been following me on Twitter as well, but you know, I've been getting a lot of let's say backlash. You know, once in a while, some people they don't like to say very nice things. Yeah, people on the internet, they have. You know, we have every opportunity to be kind, and people just be the opposite of that. Yeah. So, you know, yeah, I would love more help, and that would be very kind of you. But let's stay connected. Oh, wait! Cancel! I was supposed to look at your deck. See, I remembered. See, I was paying attention, brother. Yeah, my auto mod is set up. Watch, type in a link. Go like www.google or something. So this is a deck. Bro, you got children up in here, man. All right, you'll be back in about 30 seconds there, Wolf. So that's the 0.5. Then my other mod, he's there, and then my sister's a mod. So, you know, it's I have a few, but you know, I need more active members. It was a trap. It was a trick. He's coming back. The first one teaches you not to do it again. But I need Lone to come back. I need Lone to come back because this is his deck. He said, no, I'm not gonna do that. Right? It's just like 30 seconds. Yeah, right? It's 30 seconds. It's just enough to be like, yo, my man. That's why I remember I would tell everybody, I was like, just DM me. We'll have a conversation. Just DM me, we'll have a conversation. Because a lot of people would show up, a lot of bots, right? They would show up and they'll be like, follow me at this link, right? Go to my store, shout out to my channel, right? Like, you just want to avoid that stuff. And then the second time, it's like, I think like 5 minutes or whatever, or like a whole, I don't remember. No one does it again. Like, unless they're trolling. All right, what am I looking at here, Chief? Goddamn, brother, you got a lot of cards in here. How many cards are in this motherfucker? 60? He said, I ain't doing that again. See? It's a deterrent. Okay, where's Vito? You got Vito powers? 3 mana for a 1/3. Oh, yeah. Sorry, I have to, like, read the card. I always forget what this fool does. Because every time I see him, I try to kill it, because I try to kill him right away. I do have a Google Doc of banned terms if you want it. Banned terms? Yeah, I might, send it my way. Why not? Why not? Why not? Why not? Don't send it in the chat. Send it in the DM. So, instead of course. Bro, you got Shieldred up in here? How are you losing? Guys, card is the bomb. Okay. 5-mana enchantment. It completes the combo. Where was your 5-mana enchantment? The meat hook? Or exquisite blood? You have one of these. So whenever opponent loses life, you gain that much life. Okay, that's cool. Oh, so it just wins the game. Right? So whenever you gain a life, yeah, you just be like, so you lose a life, I gain a life. You lose a life, I gain a life. Okay. I gain a life, you lose a life. And then it just happens all over the place. Okay. I feel this. And then it's looking for clerics, right? Or just creatures. Wow. Okay, so do you have any? What are the creatures? What is the supporting cast? This guy is good. Thank you, Grape. I think I got the notification. There you go. Grape tape. Let's go. Click it. Let me look at some of this. Yo, my man. These are damn, these are some good ones. Oh, that's a classic. Okay. Yeah, some of these needs to be. Wow. Damn, bro. Okay, thank you. Big follows. Yeah, I could see. I was like, all right, let's look under the hood here. So Serrated Scorpion is like one of my favorite black cards that does the life thing. 2 damage and 2 life is a huge swing. Oh my goodness. Especially when you have like all the other cards like out. Maybe 4 of that would be the bomb. Shambling Ghast is also a really good card. It helps. It's like a, it pushes you to the next step. You always force block. You kill your 2/2s. That's a good card too. So maybe you want to think about those. Blood Chief's Thirst, Feign Death. You have. I know why you have Feign Death, so you can recur. That's a good one. Infernal Grasp, Deadly Dispute. Okay, draw spells. It's fine. Trespasser's Curse seems a little weak. I'm never sharing that resource to streamers. Yeah, 4K hours of being a mod. Never again sharing that. That's fair. Yeah, I don't know. Trespasser's Curse seems a little slow. Like, right? Because when you cast this, right, it doesn't do anything, right? I personally, like, you know, however you want to play Magic's on you, but I'm the type of person that the game state needs to change, like, at all times. The game state, when you play a card, the game state got to change. And black, red, and usually black and red do this, where they play cards and they don't do anything, right? So Trespasser's Curse for 2 mana, especially at 2 mana, right, helps me if someone plays landfall creatures to make more creatures. Well, yeah, but that would work as like a sideboard card, right? Right, I don't see that much. You have Invoke Despair in the board, bro. Like, that should be in the main. Friction Obliterator, put that fool in the main. This card is amazing. Oh no, you have an 8-card sideboard. Never mind. But yeah, this one just me, right? Because you want to trigger this dude. Like, he's not a lord, but he's in the lord spot, right? So usually when you have lords, you want to have like 12 creatures surrounding the lord, right? That's how you play lord decks or like tribal decks. You have to have 12 guys around this guy, right? And I don't see 12 guys around him. I see 5. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? You have 5 guys around homie Vito, right? And Graveyard Trespasser, I take it back. You have a little bit more. You have 2 more. Shakedown Heavy is okay. I've seen this card firsthand. I know this card can be super brutal. Yeah, it could be super brutal. You know, especially when people are like, you know, I guess I'll have you draw a card, right? I can see how you're having a good time with this deck. So what are your questions? What are you trying to? Are you trying to get faster? Trying to connect a loop here? Because I feel like you have a lot of cards all over the place. It has to be tightened up a little. It has to be a little tighter, just a little tighter, to, you know, really get you in faster. Okay. So let's think of it in terms of chess, right? Let's think of it backwards, yeah? From endgame. What is the #1 way you want to win the game? Like, when your opponent goes to 0, how did that happen? Okay, what is the #1 way their opponent gets to 0? Like, how do you do that? Like, what is the thing that happens that brings your opponent from their life total to 0 and their portrait blows up? Like, what is the hell is that? Right. So go ahead and tell me that, and then we'll go from there. So we got to go backwards. So this is usually how this is how I was taught from a lot of like pro players, right? Like, you got to think backwards. So usually you always think from the front going towards, but like in reality with Magic especially, you want to think from the end. Like, what makes you win the game, what makes them lose the game, and then we're gonna work on all the pieces. Drain them, my guess, my man. I don't want you to be guessing, brother. I don't want you to be guessing on how you do that. So you want them. So you're telling me that anyone can win, right? Anyone can win. So, like, I'll give you an example, right? I want my opponent, like, the #1 way my opponent should lose is if a Embercleave is strapped to one of my creatures and smacks them twice. That's a pretty good way to do it, right? Like, I want that to be the #1 way my opponent loses the game. Here's my red creature, here's my Embercleave, we connect them, we smack my opponent twice, their portrait blows up, we're going to the next game. Life is good, right? There's no other conversation about it. Yeah, like, that's what happens. That's the #1 way I want it to shake out. Like, every single time I'm gonna try to get to Embercleave. Like, every single time, that is the mission, that is the goal, that is what the hell I'm trying to do. Every single time I sleeve up a red deck, Embercleave is gonna smack my opponent, and I'm gonna win the game, right? And if you've watched me, if you guys have seen me, I've done that a bunch of times because my brain is like, Embercleave, get on the table, smack him. Twice. Life is good. Right? So that's the #1 way to do it. How do I go backwards from there? I'm like, okay, so I know Embercleave costs 6, right? That's 4 members on the table attacking for 2, 3 members attacking for 3, 2 members attacking for 4, 1 member attacking for 5. So I'm like, okay, right? So I know if I have 5 mana, 1 creature, I can Embercleave. And then like that, so I'm like, okay. Because I know how that's going to look like, right? So when I have cards in my hand, I draw my opening 7, I can be like, okay, I have Embercleave, I need these 3 creatures to survive, and I need 3 mana, that's 7 cards, right? If I have 1 Embercleave, because then it also helps you like choose how to mulligan, right? Like you're like, okay, like I don't have my win condition, or I don't have the supporting cast for my Lord to do the work. You feel me? Like there has to be, like, what's the end game? Yeah, I hope this is making sense. Like, I don't want to seem like I'm preachy or whatever, but like I'm legit like giving you, like telling you like this is how pros do it. Like this is exactly how I would sit down. I forgot to put the 3 mana cost life gain and opt lose 1 life 3/2. I think I know who you're talking about. I think I know who you're talking about. But does that make sense there, Wolf? So I'm guessing, this is just my educated guess, yeah, that you want veto, right? So you want 4 vetoes. You want a veto on the table, right? You want veto on the table, and yeah, I'm just saying, like you gotta imagine it. Like you need to see it in your head, because you're gonna have to see that on the table, because Magic's a puzzle, right? So it's like when you know what the pieces are, you get to complete the puzzle, win the game, right? If you don't know what your pieces look like, how do you win the game, right? Because when you start getting into like higher games of Magic, like better players, better decks, like you can beat a better deck. Like you have Shieldred in this deck, my man. You have Ferguson Obliterator. Like, oh my god, like what? You should be tearing up red decks, tearing up aggro decks, like unreal. But I'm just saying, like you have to see it from a backwards perspective. So you're like, okay, this is my educated guess. You have veto. He's on the table and he's 3 mana, right? And he's treated like a lord, right? So you need like a supporting gang around this dude, right? Because you remember, your opponent's gonna have removal, they're gonna have kill spells, they're gonna have burn spells, they're gonna have exile spells, right? They're gonna be like, you're gonna see veto, bam, that fool's gone. So then you're like, damn, I have 3 more vetoes in the deck, I gotta be very careful, because that's how I win the game, right? Like I got so good with my Embercleave, I have 2 in my deck. 2. Right? I used to be a main deck 4 Embercleaves, right? And then I went to main deck 3 Embercleaves, and I did that for about a year, until a few months ago, 6 months ago to be honest, where I dropped to 2 Embercleaves, because I knew, my brain knew the puzzle, right? It was very efficient. Like I'm like, okay, I need this, I need that, life is good, right? So we're like, okay, we have veto on the table, so here's my veto right here, okay? And we slam down Serrated Scorpion, but bam, right? Because Scorpion, you're going to play in the beginning, and you're going to play post, right? Because this dude only triggers when you play that guy. And then you have Graveyard Trespasser, right? And like Shakedown Heavy doesn't do anything with the life total. So like imagine if you saved all your cards to get 2 more Graveyard Trespassers, right? Because Graveyard Trespasser triggers veto, right? So like I would remove this fool, Shakedown Heavy, and put 2 more Graveyard Trespassers, because he moves the needle forward. He helps veto do the end game thing, right? And then you have Obliterator doesn't really feel like, doesn't fit with veto. Like maybe this might be your 4th veto, right? Like you got to really double down on your guys here, right? Like let's look at some black creatures that do the life thing. This is historic. Like that, Cauldron Familiar. Oh my god. It's like you could have had you could make a cat oven. My man. You got cat oven are both uncommons. I was like, oh my goodness gracious, Great Balls of Fire, my dude. You slam down, you know, you got cat oven and veto, dude. That's a nightmare for an opponent. That's a straight up nightmare. They're gonna be like, how the hell? Like that's gonna go to game 2 for sure. You feel me? Like you go Cauldron Familiar, right? You go cat, and then you go oven. They're both uncommon, right? And then they have to deal with that, and you're like, shit. Like, and then you start to have like extra next level tricks, because then you have like, you can have a food, right? And then foods can trigger other things, right? So this is a perfect card. This is a perfect card for your deck right here, my man. Perfect. Absolutely beautiful. 4 Cauldron Familiars, like maybe Shambling Gas can go. You go 4 Cauldron Familiars and 4 Witch's Oven. You're on a way, because then that's draining them, right? If they lose a life, you gain a life. That fits your plot. That totally fits your plot. That's so good. That's like screaming your name, my man. What else has? You don't have any graveyard recursion. Maybe. I'm only looking at the cheap stuff, okay? This card is good. Not the best. But I don't know, it seems a little, it doesn't change the game state. Oh, Blacklands Peril? Oh no, that's a rare. This guy, it's a rare. Death, this guy's okay. This guy costs mana, kind of bad. Zealot, you lose a life. You draw a card, you lose a life. Lose life. No. Draw a card, lose a life. This card is really the bomb. It's an uncommon as well. This is a really good card in this slot. Super good. Super good. I'd highly consider it. No. Your opponents cannot gain life. Seems like a really good sideboard card. Which one? The Gifted Aetherborn? I don't have this. Oh, do I have this card? Hell yeah, I got this card, but it's an uncommon. So you can save up for some uncommons, right? We can save up for some uncommons, right? Because then I'm staring at least 8 uncommons, 4 cats, 4 Witch's Oven. Like, guaranteed, brother, you need this guy. Like, with this card, with Veto, whenever you gain life, they lose. So they lose 2. You play Cauldron Familiar, they lose 2 life. Right? Like, bing, right? You gain a life, they lose a life, and then they lose another life. Like, right? That's so good. So you need 4 of that, like, for sure, and 4 ovens. The life is really good. What else? Witch Gauntlet? No. Rares? No. These uncommon. Death Touch Afterlife? No. Damage isn't removed. Okay. You gain life. Maybe this guy? Timoret? Right. Exhaust some cards, gain a life, right? And if you gain a life, right, Veto triggers again, right? And this card's pretty good because it does some, it exiles cards. So if you have any problems with people who do tricky stuff with their graveyard, these are all uncommons, by the way. So like, this is pretty spicy. You can save it. Rares take a little longer. I'm just looking at uncommons, yeah. Vault Scourge might be okay. I don't know. With you have heavy hitters here and beaters, so you have like a very heavy set end game. I don't know if you. I mean, you have Meat Hook Massacre with creatures, right? That you might want to reconsider how you want to play Meat Hook Massacre. I've seen this guy in tricky ways. I don't know if he's uncommon too, and he has different colors. No, the all black one. I don't know. You might be a little. This can be a little tricky. You know, if you want to be a little trickster, you could play the all black. Now we're getting into some. Let me see. Yeah. Now we're getting. It's getting a little much. But does that make sense? Like, are we together, my friend? Like, hopefully. Oh, Sedgemoor Witch. How tricky? How super tricky do you feel? Sedgemoor Witch. Yeah, I'm just letting you know, like, when you have a lord like this, he needs a supporting cast, right? So everybody does the job, right? That guy can maybe this Murderous Riders are rare. Yeah, I mean, so far so good, right? So try to make space for those, at least this 8, all right? Like, that's guaranteed. This guy got to get in. This guy got to get in, brother. Like, this screaming your name for veto, right? And it kind of like, you have to run this because it's going to get faster. It will get faster. You play Cauldron Familiar on turn 1, right? Because remember, let's look at the end game, right? Veto is in play. You play Cauldron Familiar, he does 2 damage, right? He just casting it, right? He doesn't even have to attack. And when you sacrifice it to Witch's Oven, it comes back, right? And does another 2 damage, like, right? That's crazy. That's so good. So it's like, instead of them taking 1, they take 2. And then you gain 2 life, right? They lose a life, you gain a life. No, you don't gain 2 life. They just lose 2, right? So it's like that plus veto, it's unstoppable. People are going to be mad. They're going to be so angry. And then if you slam down maybe one more Exquisite Blood, but don't worry about it. I wouldn't add a second one until we work on the team. We got to get a team around my man. You got to get a team around that guy, okay? You got to get a team around Veto, brother. Like start to really chop this up. Think about having between 6 or 7 removal spells. Everything else can get cut. You need creatures. Trespasser's Curse, man. Like this can be a better card, right? This can be like that guy. Oh god, this card is so frustrating. It's so good against aggro. Like, this card is a gift to aggro deck against aggro decks, because gifted Aetherborn, you know, makes all the other cards not attack, and then they force attacks and they force removal. So like, you cast this guy, it protects Veto. Does that make sense? Like, you cast him, right? It's a 2/3, right? It's bigger. It has Death Touch. Fools don't want to attack, right? They have to remove it because it's a 2/3 killing wall, and they're like, damn, like I can't attack. I'm gonna have to use my removal spell to kill gifted Aetherborn, and then you slam down Veto, and they're like, damn, I used my removal spell for the wrong creature. Or they did for the right creature. You play Veto, and then you start winning the game. Be like, you know, and then you have Sheoldred. Oh my goodness gracious! Like, sheesh. You have some work to do, my friend. I hope this all makes sense. I hope I gave some good advice. Something you don't have to listen to me, but that's just my 2 cents, my friend. I hope that makes any sense. You can always hit me up and we can go over it again. Okay? And I just gave you some uncommons. I didn't give you no rares, right? No mythic rares. You have a base set of like groovy cards. Yeah. You know I'm here for you, okay? I'm here for you. You gotta. I opened the list up, and it's like, you know, the cat. I was like, what? Cauldron Familiar? You don't have Cauldron Familiar? That's the #1 card. They had to nerf that card. It was so damn good. keep playing that deck, keep running them up, and you got this. It takes time. It just takes time. Build up those wild cards, man. You gotta build up those wild cards. And do all your quests. Give me something I can play. Damn. It's like we gotta kill the whole bunch of fights too good. No, I feel you. I start the same place, man. I play this free to play. You gotta do all your quests, count all your rares, count all the cards you need. It's crazy. It's a grind, brother. It's a grind. That's frustrating. Memory deluge. Six. Look at me. You cast it on yourself, my man. What can he have here that's going to do devastating amount of damage? He counters this. Combat. Flip a good one. You better kill it before I flip it. Woo! Let's go! And guess what? I get to cast next turn. Because, my man, people forget. So I got lethal on the table. Another temporary lockdown, my man. Go ahead. Do you play the one homegirl and gain you some life? Wandering Emperor.
I hope you're ready to lose. Let your blade do the talking.
Shark Typhoon. I think he just lost.
Remember your training.
I think he just lost. He shouldn't have done that. Because he can't gain, I don't know any cards he's going to gain life here. Just do it again. Yeah, I was like, why didn't you gain, like, I called it that he was gonna play that card too, right, guys? Like, I was like, yeah, he has that one homegirl that's gonna gain him life, and that's exactly what I said, but he totally punted. Like, he could have at least played, he had to play a creature, right? So that's fine. So end step, he does that, which I was like, makes sense. And then he should have went, okay, my turn, attack you, second main, exile it, right? That was the play, because I had double Runamap rooms. It would have brought him to 6 life, right? Like, that's what I would have done. Then you had this fool just in case. What's this guy even doing? And why did he temporal lock down his own card? Like, that card was doing so much work for him. Like, that made me play so awkward. Like, I don't, whatever. People are weird. My man was probably borrowing this deck. It's probably not his. My man really hard casted Shark Typhoon. It's like he never played against red deck before. Like, my dude, you hard casted Shark Typhoon? Like, what are you doing? You have one card in the hand. You cycle that mug, dog. Like, red decks can't kill a 5/5, brother. Like, what are you doing? 2 mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He could have made a 6/6. He could have made a huge 6/6 flyer. That ought to have been like, oh, that's game, my man. But I could have stole it, but he doesn't know that. But I'd have been right there. Whatever. I'm at Diamond Tier 1. that's it for me, guys. I said I was gonna do a short stream here. Actually, can I do one more game? The train comes in 50 minutes. Okay, I will. Let's do some fun games. We're not gonna do any. We're not gonna do anything. No rank. No rank. No rank. No rank. Because I need to play green anyway, so I want to play my real deck. When I get back from the weekend, I'm gonna focus on trying to get Mythic. 6 wins away from Mythic. You're about, oh, you want to play? Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. I don't have a lot of time, so it's like when I gotta go, I gotta go. I'm only trying to hit the hour here. Let me quit this game. Let's do it. Let's do it. Are you logged in? Yeah, I'm right here. Six 1 7 2 8. There you go. What do you want to play? Historic, Alchemy, Explorer, Pauper. What do you want to play? Cool. Well, I sent you a link. Let's get it. Six wins away to Mythic. You good there, Lone Wolf? We gotta get this cracking, my man. My time is shortening up. Yeah, me too. I guess it's just broke. Yeah, is that you? Right there. It says so. Lone Wolf. Hashtag 55955. Did I spell it wrong? Did I put an extra space when I'm not supposed to? How about that? Sometimes you add extra letters and numbers and stuff. It gets a little weird. The computer gets a little picky. You see it? Oh, there's an extra 5. I am horrible. So mine is this one, Spencer. It should just be, oh snap, not that one. I'll just type it here. Spencer, Amansay. I'll just type, what is this? 6 1 7 2 8. I did not get such requests. 0 requests. 0 requests. Or did it really want me to type it like that? S, like this. Because that would have been very picky. That would have been super picky if that's what it wanted me to do. I sent another one to you. See, that's the best we got. That's it. If we don't get, yeah, if we don't get a request now, then that's, the game is buggy, right? So let me start getting some refreshes here. Yeah. It looks like we're not meeting each other. If that's the one, right? If this is the correct one, then I'm not getting 1, 3, 2, 4, 2, 9. Hashtag 55. That's a good hash. 559 555. That's a good one. But I'm not getting it. You're not getting mine either, so that's kind of weird. All right, I'm doing a lot of refreshing here. What do you think? What do you think? Should we try another day? This is getting dangerously close to my departure time. I'll do the same. Anything, brother? Anything? Yeah, right. Should be the same one. Remember, it might not even be you, right? It might not even be you. It could be Watsy's fault. Is it a capital L? Like, does it spell like this? The same way? Could be picky, right? Oh, there it is. Looks like we got it. All right. Make this quick. Cool. I know, right? We got to be really, really on the button here, my friend. Because your man here, I cannot miss this train. I'm going to Tokyo, so it's a distance. It's about an hour and a half, but if I miss this train, it's bad. So. Didn't they nerf this guy? Oh, that's the cast. Triangle. Like triangle. That wasn't very nice. Diabolic intentions. Diabolic intentions. Damn, the fact you put it in your hand is pretty busted. We get Zaxamundo. We have time for another one. Same deck, new deck. What do you got? It'd be like that. I've seen that combo a lot. They had to nerf that goblin because the combo is getting crazy in a lot of other format and all the other decks. All right, let's run one more. Historic, Alchemy, Standard, Explorer. What's up, Chong Wang? Big Chong Wang in the house. You caught me right here at the end, the tail end of the stream. What the heck is Twitch Sings? What is that? Twitch global emote? How the hell did you get that? That seems so crazy. It's a butthole. Sorry, let me change decks here. Wait, what are we playing? I didn't read the thing. What are we playing there, Wolf? Historic? Okay. Let's run it. Sundances, nice to have you here. What kind of deck would you suggest a new player, and what mode should I focus on this game? It's kind of confusing on how to progress in the beginning when you have barely mentioned. Very absolutely great question. First of all, my stream is running really, really short, so make sure you text me here. I will answer all of that very, very well. But I can tell you the best way to start is to either pick red deck or green deck. Those two are the best colors to start when you're learning how to play Magic. A lot of people will argue with me and tell you to go white. I wouldn't go white because one, a lot of the white decks need other helper cards, and since you're learning how to play the game, you don't want to invest into other cards until you know what your play style is. So green focuses on creatures, red focuses on combat and spells. So these two colors are probably the best ways to get going in the color, if that makes any sense. Right? That's what I would totally recommend. The modes, try your best to play the play mode. The play mode would probably be your best bet. And then I'll key in on a few in just a minute, okay? So as soon as I'm done with this game, we did not miss today. Like that, my friend. Just like that, my friend. I told you, I know my puzzle pieces there, Wolf. I know my puzzle pieces. I was like, this guy's gonna let me connect. Woo! One turn away. What were you trying to resolve? Alright, Sundances, check it out. So if I'm gonna go into the starter decks, right? We're gonna go to the starter decks real quick. Here, you have white deck, which is really good, but I would start with the green one or the red one. So green or red will give you a really good starting point. So let's hit you with the... Alright, green or red to start. Right, so we're going to go green. In the green deck, it's called Large and in Charge. You power out to giant creatures. So you're going to have your forests. They give you the mana. Then they start giving you these little dorks, right, which accelerate you, right? So the land becomes, you know, the turn base. 1 turn, turn 2, turn 3. It's like currency. It's the game's currency to play spells. And then when you start moving forward, you're going to start learning that green has a very quick way of accelerating their mana pool, accelerating their currency much quicker than the other colors. Then you get to start playing very high value. Depends on the deck there, Lone Wolf. Depends on the deck. It depends on the deck. I would go, when you go lower, it's because of aggro. When you go higher, it's because of control. So really, it's if it's mono, it's not about the singular color. It's about what the deck is doing. So it's like if you have, like, look at this deck, for example. These here, you have creatures that give you mana, right? So that's accounting for the 25 lands and these big dorks, right? So you have to think about, like, how big. 23, if that works for you, that works for you. I'm just trying to give some more on the thread here for Sundances. All right. So I would go green. You can accelerate to some big bros there, Sundances, if you can see that. And then let's go back. We're going to go into red. Red's going to focus a lot on a lot on spells. This is a really good way to practice combat and instant speed or priorities or the stack, right? I would start with green first, followed by red. Red here is going to be, yeah, man, it was some good games, brother. It was good games. I hope you take some of that advice to the heart, man. I really do care about that deck and your growth, all right, my man? Here, you're going to notice some spells here. I don't know, are you still here, Sundances? Yeah, so you're going to see some red spells. Spells operate differently from creatures, and combat is one of the most difficult phases in Magic the Gathering. Yeah, it's one of the most difficult phases in Magic the Gathering. So I recommend green, so it gives you a nice formula of what green, of like how the game is going to be played, followed by red, which gives you spells. Spells are, you know, you play them before combat and you play them after combat. Red is really good at teaching that. Since your creatures aren't like super powerful, they come out a little later. Versus green, you have super powerful creatures, they come out right away, right? And then you're going to see how your opponents deal with them. Versus here, you're kind of creating a situation, kind of like opening a gate, opening giving yourself an opening to attack the opponent, and that's how red kind of does it. So I hope that makes sense with red and green. So that's what I would go, red and green, and then when you kind of master that a little bit, I would start going into white. And white kind of works together. So just instead of having big green dorks or big green monsters or little red burn spells and little red critters, you're gonna have like white little soldiers or white like soldiers that work together for a common goal, right? They all work together. Like, let's take a peek. Okay, I still have time. Like, you're gonna see like this guy, whenever you gain life, so you have to gain life, right? Whenever you gain life, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. So then you're going to look for cards. This card, you're going to look for, like, this one has lifelink, right? So this guy, every time he attacks, he gives you life. When you gain life, this guy gets bigger, right? So it's like, it'd be weird if you played this first, because then you're like, what cards do I need? What order do I play them? Do I play it first? Do I play it second? No, forget that. Get green under your belt, get red under your belt, right? Like, kind of get how those colors work, and then play white, which gives you really good like headspace of like, okay, I understand how creatures work. I know how much mana I need. And then after playing red, you're like, oh, I know how spells work. I know I play them before and after the combat phase. So that's just my total recommendations. That's going to take you quite some time to master if you really want to get good at Magic. If you're playing for total fun, then it's gonna be a grind. Let's go to what time is it? We're still good on time. I'll just run to the train station. For you there, Sundances. Yeah, hit me up on the social though. I'll text you when I'm on the train. I'm literally sitting on the train for like an hour and a half to Tokyo. So just text me. Let's go to. You said like one of the plays, right? So here I would play the bot match as much as you can. Standard has the quickest jump in to the game, right? Has the quickest jump into the game. If you're in the events, just looked at on the hunt starter deck. I unlocked somehow. I'll try that in some games. The on the hunt deck is okay. It's all right. It's all right. It's an all right deck. It can give you both the same feel. It can give you the red feel and the green feel. It's a good one. Where's the jump in? Make sure you do your color challenge right here. Right? Do your color challenge. They give you cards. Right? I think you have to do your color challenge, right? Like, you must do it, like all of them. Also need arena, need help you to how to sideboard. No, sideboarding is literally practice. Like, I'll show you if you want to do it. Like, I'll do a sideboard like masterclass, because literally everyone I talk to on arena don't sideboard, and I sideboard every goddamn game. So it's like, I'm like, nobody sideboards anymore. Like, what? Like, I've been sideboarding for like 25 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? Stay away from limited and constructed since you're still learning how to play Magic. Jump in is also really good. I think you get some free jump-in packs. Yeah, you get the jump-in packs, which is okay. It teaches you 2 different modes. All the other ones are going to be sideboard is more important for tournaments. It's true. It's true. I won a lot of tournaments because of sideboards. I win here. I hit Mythic a bunch of times, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's all because of my sideboard. I play mono red. Yeah, color challenge is good. Jump in. I would say start in standard, because historic has too many cards for you to wrap your brain around. There's too many things going on. There's just too much. Like, trust me, you're gonna get a headache trying to figure out why someone is doing what, or what card is and the game just ends quite quickly. Standard is okay to start because at least everyone has like a limited pool of cards. And I don't know if someone taught you what I think the game kind of does. Like, it teaches you what's legal in the formula or in the format, right? So standard is like the same pool of cards. So let's go to packs here, right? So these 6-7 decks packs here, these are all standard. Everything is historic, right? Right? Everything's historic. So if you decided to play historic, you're going to be playing. Yeah, what's up? I'm leaving right now. I gotta go. Like, I need to have been gone. What's up, cuz? I'm going to Tokyo. All right. But yeah, I'm just helping out a new friend here, you know, with a little bit of magic. So if you play standard there, Sundances, you and your opponents will only be playing these 7 sets right here, these 7 sets. If you play historic, you're playing all of these sets. Right? Yeah. Brothers War is also historic, some cards too. No, yeah, it's true. It's right here's Brothers War. All of them right here. All right, there's Sundances. I hope this helped. I really hope this helped. I'm sorry I rushed through it. But I stayed on a little longer, but I really have to go. Any other questions? Anything else, Sundances? Anything else? Anything I can get you here for? All right, guys. So before Sundances hits me up with another beautiful question, check me out there on the socials, guys. YouTube, Instagram, I'm all there. I just finished a podcast. Thanks, Lone Wolf. We'll connect, all right? Of course, I hope that helped, all right? Stay connected, okay? Stay connected. I have a podcast here on Red Cards. Check it out on the redmage. All right, check it out. And then also, if you missed the vlog and if you missed the VOD and you miss me, you can also check out all the older streams, okay, guys? Sundances, I hope I see you again soon. Everyone, have a great rest of your day, night, and weekend. Take care of yourselves, and